What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and yes, EA Sports has done it again. They done went and made Lance Alworth the best wide receiver in the game. We're going to talk about that. Also, yes, he is better than Chad Johnson. We're going to talk about that as well. And the big part about why he's better, even if you don't have a theme team, that one speed point faster with 96 is all the difference. Now, look, before we go ahead and get into all of that stuff with Chad Johnson versus Lance Alworth, I'm going to show you guys what's going on with the set right now. Pretty much, I would take my time if I were you guys. I wouldn't go too crazy with trying to spend too much on it, because this 92 is going to have no choice but to come down in price, or you're going to be able to get the 95 overall or whatever limited relatively easy. So to make it a lot more simplistic, we're going to go over and take a look at that card now to kind of get an assessment of it. So let's go over there now and take a look at it inside the store so that it gives you guys a better understanding of what's going on. Now, number one, I've explained to you guys thoroughly, having at least one route technician is night and day. Why is that? Why is route technician so wild? Because EA Sports believes that Madden 21 is like Marvel. It's like the MCU, bro, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, you have to give your players superpowers, and route tech makes every receiver just that much better, right? So what are we going to do right now? We're going to evaluate a couple things, right? So look, Lynn Swann is pretty good on the Steelers theme team, obviously. Lance Alworth, the 94 is like 522. That's all fine and well. But when you go over to this one, right, and you see the 95 is 803, a lot of you guys are probably like, yo, Gmi, I'm not paying that. And I understand that, because I'm not paying that either, right? Okay, somebody's, what is that, 722? I mean, 725? That's crazy. But you do get to save on the training, so that makes a little bit more sense. Let me go to another card, because I just saw that I was going to end very shortly. Is it gone already? I think it was almost done. Okay, so this guy's a 94. I don't think anybody's going to buy this because it's a bid price. So let's take a look at this, right? So the power-up would bring him the 94. Remember, the 95 limited, it already has these stats, which will probably make it easier to explain for those of you guys that don't know. The limited version, like the big boss card, it would already have all the +1 stats without the power-up. That means that you would not have to spend the training to get that player up to a higher amount. So let me back out of this, and we'll do it this way, so that way we'll see it with everything on it. That way I could just add the +2 for sprinter or brawler, whatever you guys are into, to get him up to where he should be. All right, so look, 902, nobody's buying this, right? All right, so look, here we go. When you take a look at what's going on right here, this is with everything. This is the limited, all right? 94 speed, so we add 2, 96. The acceleration, we're going to add 2 more, 96. So you're looking at a 96 speed, 96 excel with a deep route of 95. Now, why is that important for me? Why does it make him better than Chad Johnson? This is why. He meets the final tier of deep route run, and we can give him play fake and make him OP. Why is play fake important? Short route and medium route has a lot to do with how these guys get open. Post routes, corners, crossers, whatever you're doing. One thing that you guys may all notice, and we've all been there, we'll play a guy that's a decent Madden player, and he'll have a guy with route tech, and he will just make our life, bro, we just want to like, yo, look, dude, I'm about to break the system. They do that because they have the right type of attributes in the right spots. He is really, really good, and let me just explain something else. I don't know what they're going to do with Randy Moss, but I don't believe they're going to give him similar medium route and short route. I don't believe that. He's going to have the 99 deep route probably, but with chems, but he won't get this same situation, because having those 3 at these numbers, remember, he's going to be final tier with everything. Now, I can afford him. I'm not buying him because I know his price will drop, and I'll just wait patiently and grab him. I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did with the other guy that I just got, Jimbo Covert, because you guys are like, yo, we appreciate you going out and getting the card early, but yo, you lost a lot of coins. And that's why I love you guys, because you look out for me, even though you want to beat the brakes off me when I run into you. The same thing, I want to do the same thing to you too. I also want to be at your cribs with your moms making breakfast, but that's not what this is about. What this is about is Lance Alworth, right? So he, just because of that, is the best wide receiver in the game. Now, you might say to me, okay, Gmi, he's the best wide receiver in the game. Pull up Chad Johnson and let's see the numbers compared and, see what's going on with that. What makes him really that good? All right, so look, right? When you look at the short route run, I know it shows Calvin Johnson, but that's a bug with the game. We're on Chad Johnson's card. You see how that deep route run is never going to make the final tier? That's a problem. He automatically comes with that final tier with his final power-up. So all the other medium route and short route, that's going to be great. But now he runs those deep routes even better than Chad Johnson. Now the mid routes, Chad goes crazy. Everybody at least has a Chad Johnson on their squad, bro. Like he's just a, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he has that speed aspect where he's just ready to go. So he's there. It's point blank period, whatever, right? Now with this guy being a 96 speed, in addition to all the other stuff that's going on, it's going to be a problem. Because you might not think that one speed point makes a difference. Let me tell you something, bro. I played, who's the guy? Okay, they got DK Metcalf, and a lot of people are running around with McLaurin, but he has a 98 because he went to the Washington Redskins theme team. But when McLaurin and DK had 96 speed, I know a lot of you can attest to this, they were leaving everybody in the dust. So now, add Route Runner getting route tech for 2 AP as opposed to 3 with a physical receiver or any other guys with the different archetypes. Now you're saving an AP and he can run every route crisp. Remember, I will always tell you this. I give EA credit for certain things when it's done right. They were trying for years to make route running matter the way that it matters this year. They have failed ridiculously in the previous years. This year, we all see it. If you have good deep route run, you are going to burn dudes deep. You have good mid, you're going to, mid, you're going to be open midway, short route, all that stuff. I don't know how many of you guys remember Jermichael Finley being a complete monster at the launch with that low speed, and he was always open. It's a reason for that. The route running matters, okay? So what is the next move? Do you spend a ridiculous amount for Lance Alworth right now? This is where it gets interesting, right? He's better than Chad Johnson. So I could theoretically sell Chad Johnson for like 400, 500K and get him and just have him out there doing whatever he wants. But is that the smart move? Probably not. Why? Zero chill. If you guys are still with me in this video up until this point, write zero chill in the comments because you guys know what's up. Every single person that writes zero chill knows exactly where I'm going with this. Randy Moss is coming. Randy Moss is coming, and a lot of people are going to get Alworth and then have to either keep him in the... Well, I guess we wouldn't get rid of him. Let me explain what would happen, right? This is the option that I'll give all you guys. You could get him and replace Chad Johnson. I would not keep both unless they both apply in your team to make your theme team better. I would not get both. Here's why. You really only need one route tech. Me, I'm greedy. I have 2 because I want to make sure that you have to worry about 2 people because no matter what you have on your defense, even if you have 1 step ahead, when you get the right route, he's going to get open. So I recommend 1, but I have 2. You can do whatever you want. Now, we get rid of Chad Johnson. We add Alworth, Alworth out there, but Calvin Johnson's going to have to go soon because we won't need him and Randy Moss. We don't need 2 deep threats. See, the day of the deep threats are pretty much done. Like Tyreek Hill, does he get open? Yeah, but it's pretty much when you don't know how defense works in the game. A guy will come out in bunch or, wide trips, and he'll just streak it up the seam, and then you won't, oh, bro, I'm playing cover 3. Why is he wide open? He's running cover 3 beaters. And the deep route run is so OP that EA allows that player to get open. But you don't need 2 of them because the route text underneath can still go for 6. That's the thing about the game that many of you don't understand. Also, Mike Allstock got an upgrade, dude, and I didn't even give him additional stuff. We could actually do that right now, right? How much? What do they need? 2,900? All right, let me add that to him because the dude's a beast. Let me just add that real quick. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Allstock. So what is he at right now? He's at let me see what his number's looking like. Oh, so he's at 88 speed now. Yeah, I'm not worried about getting his final card. It's not that big of a deal. I just wanted to update that because he was one of the most recent 50 players. But yeah, getting back to that, we know everybody that wrote zero chill that Randy Moss is on the way. So we don't need to go crazy because Chad Johnson, yeah, you want that +1 speed, but is it really that? Is it really that important? I'll just let you guys know right now. When I had him with Go Deep, and his deep route running was at 95 plus, he ran his routes so ridiculously deep, it was out of control. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right now, it was wild. So just imagine this, right? Alworth has that deep route run final tier, and then when you give him play fake, he meets all the other routes. So that means all 3 across, no matter what you put him on, he's going to get open. The one thing that I'll tell you is this, if they mess around and make Randy Moss have 95 with play fake, and have a deep route run, like obviously he's going to be above 95, GG's in the chat. Because no matter what route you put him on, he's going to be wide open. And he won't need route technician. That's another thing you guys got to understand. The deep threats don't really need the route technician if they meet the thresholds of what it's supposed to be. They only need like deep in, deep out, stuff like that. That's like a pro tip that, you know, you might see people running around with McLaurin doing whatever they want with deep out or deep in. You're like, yo, he's running it better than a route tech. Yeah, because he has good deep route run, and he also has, you know, the ability to help him with better catching in, you know, in the numbers, outside the numbers, stuff like that. But 95 speed, nothing to scoff at. But Alworth is that dude. Like, he's obviously that dude. And like I said, you see my coin stacks. I'm working on way, bro, it's gonna be here before we know it. I am not promoting for you guys to spend any of your coins on anything that's out there right now, unless we play, like, unless you're gonna definitely replace Chad Johnson, and then it's not gonna cost you as much because you can still, you know, get rid of him and then just add what you get and then buy Alworth. That's fine. But if you just want to outright buy him, he's gonna have to go, because you don't need, like I said, you need one deep threat, and everybody else should be route runners on your squad. That's it. Because the deep threat alone is going to draw the coverage, because they're going to be always, like, for instance, Calvin Johnson, he doesn't have, let's go check his numbers out real quick, just to give you insight, right? Because a lot of the cover 3 beater concepts, when you streak someone, the safety has to, like, the deep third, he has to respond to that. So Calvin, he only has a 93 deep route run because EA Sports doesn't like him. Randy Moss will have above a deep route run without giving him go deep. See, that's the difference. This is what makes it so difficult to make the players play well. You will notice a difference with deep route run when the player is above 95. So theoretically, Alworth is going to run his route better with the way his card is than Calvin. But what's stupid about what EA did with these attributes is he should automatically be at 95 when you power him up, because he's a deep threat. And everybody knew what Calvin Johnson did, but they did that purposely so that you can't have it both ways. Let me explain. Right now, because I went back to play fake, he can actually run post routes and corner routes now, and he's crisp, even though I only have deep out on him. When I went with, you know, with deep, when I just had go deep, he was really, really good going deep, but then he couldn't run a post or a corner or a crosser. So that's the way that they get you. That's why he has to go when Randy Moss comes out, because we'll still be able to raise his short route run and medium route run and have that deep route running at the same time. So he would be more inclined to go ahead and burn somebody deep, and then we have the underneath guys with route running to just do whatever we want. So those are just some of the things that I want you guys to think about before you start going crazy, because he is a good card, Alworth, right now, but we are very, very close to zero chill. So the only option I would give you guys, you can't keep both. You can't have Chad and Alworth unless you got it like that. Your bank account is just crazy. I would have to get rid of Chad in order to get him, and I don't think it's worth it right now because I want to save my coins to go ahead and get that Randy Moss. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.